Sorry.
Sora, look out!
Whoa!
Wow!
Wow! Hey! That's my Donald. That's the closest I will get.
Welcome to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I'm Mischa Stanton.
And I'm Mayanna Berrin.
Mayanna, today let's take a trip.
Yay!
In our little rocket ship.
Little rocket ship.
Today we're going to talk
skies.
about through all the skies and what do they have space? Is that what they have?
I think it's
Is it space?
It's something.
I feel like it's like the ethereal sea.
It's the great wide somewhere that Belle was singing about.
Yeah, the oceans between. Anyway, today we're talking about the Gummi ship.
Hooray! Whee! Is it Gummi or Gummi?
It is Gummi.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why? From whence? Gummi.
I don't know. There is no there's no English language justification I have. It just feels like it's Gummi.
Oh, got it. Because it's not an American word, so we can't say it with our stupid sound.
Maybe that's part of it.
It's too good for it. The Gummi ship is the ship that Sora, Donald, and Goofy used to fly around from world to world and from Disney movie to Disney movie.
Heck yeah, we needed it.
Do you?
I mean,
they could have been, I suppose, they could have been islands on an ocean, but they chose
space.
Planets in space.
Well, interesting. That's a good point. I feel like then we couldn't have shooty, pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
Because on the ocean, that wouldn't be as fun, as Wind Waker can attest.
Yeah,
I think that, like, going with the the early 2000s cyber future fun, like the cutesy version of the future where like the Apple computers look like a bubble kind of stuff. Like it feels like cute spaceship time.
Yeah, it also feels like if Kingdom Hearts 1 is the response to Mario 64. The Gummi ship sections are the response to Star Fox 64.
100%. Yeah, they really did say steal all of it.
Just take it. Just let's do it.
Pack it all in
We got
there.
that Disney money. We can do it.
We got it. Let's do it. Well, that, and I'm sure it's like, one of the things that I think is a good selling point for video games, and it's kind of gotten muddled now, but like variety.
Yeah.
Variety is a really good way to kind of keep the gameplay loops fun without feeling too repetitive. And so like I even forgot playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 how frequently you're switching between different things. There's exploration, there's platforming, there's spaceship travel, there's cutscenes, there's like mini games. There's a lot happening. And Square Enix likes to do that, as Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth can attest.
Yeah, how do you feel about the Gummi ship missions?
Mischa. Oh, Mischa. I like 2 a lot.
Okay.
I like 2 a lot. 1, it felt, for me, like this interruption. It felt tough for me. And granted, I didn't care for the make-a-ship function.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to talk a lot about that today.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk a lot about it. I didn't care for it. I found it to be not super intuitive, especially on the PlayStation 1. I found it to be really clunky. I didn't really know what I was doing in there. I never really felt good about it, so I just kind of kept the same one ship the whole game.
Sure.
Which feels thematic, right?
Yeah.
It feels like this was probably the ship they intended for it. I never really understood why it looks so different. Like, everything else in Kingdom Hearts has texture except the Gummi ship. The Gummi ship is smooth as butter. It looks like plastic. It looks like Legos.
It does look like Legos, and that's, I think, so that they could facilitate the make-a-ship system.
Yes.
Like, they only had so much memory available to program the little blocks in a way that you could build stuff with them.
Valid.
So,
valid.
But they do stand out, which is especially funny when they have the same blocky Lego-looking design spaceship in the high-quality render of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, in
at the
Kingdom
very
Hearts
end.
3, they were like, well, we're locked in now, baby. And so you have like the most beautifully rendered cutscene with high-def Riku reaching his hand towards the camera and Namine's there and rose petals are falling. And it's the same little blocky. But you know what? That's what we love about this game.
Yeah, you never knew they could do so much ray tracing off those little blocks.
That's what we love. We love the juxtaposition. That's what we're here for, because adulthood is messy and doesn't make sense.
Yep.
And you might have a 401k and you might also have like a clunky car with a little like dice keychain in it. And that's life. And both of those things can exist at the same time.
You're absolutely right, Bessie. Now, I have been a professional podcaster for over 10 years. What is a 401k?
So it's like, okay, so there's the realm of darkness. And sometimes when you're in there, you're like, oh, my leg hurts and you need money. And so you go like, oh, well, I have money because for the last 10 years, I've agreed that the corporation has put a little bit of money. And so now I can afford to get my leg fixed. I think that's how that works. Don't correct me. No, yeah, 401k is just like money you put away each month.
It's like when you get money and you put it in the orange pouch in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
then
save
it
it for a day at the
stolen.
beach.
And it gets stolen because you're not supposed to leave the simulation.
Whoa, we came back around on that one.
Yeah, sorry, I blacked out for a second. Ooh, anyway,
the Gummi ship. So the Gummi ship is featured predominantly in the major installments of Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Kingdom Hearts 3.
We're back, baby.
And so if you're a big Gummi ship fan, you wouldn't even know any of those side games even exist. Imagine.
You're like, I exclusively purchase and enjoy Kingdom Hearts games based off of if the Gummi ship is a feature or not. And you're like, cool, well, I'll see you in like 14 years.
Yeah, I'm really glad Disney is underwriting the Gummi ship game and all the rest of it that comes with it, I guess.
I wonder if it's partially because the handhelds couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I think so. I think that like there's a big space. There's a lot of extra system. It's like a complete separate game inside the game.
It's a whole separate game inside the game.
You know, other games get around that. You know, Chain of Memories takes place in
a
one
consolidated
castle.
environment. And I bet that was partially part of the reason why they designed it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know, 358, like they've already kind of established that the organization can use the dark portal, so they never need to go to space.
They never need to go to space. They're like, it's fine. It's handled.
Yeah, so it is interesting when like the Birth by Sleep version comes up. We'll get to that a little bit later. But mainly the Gummi ship is around for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3.
Because the Birth by Sleep is they can ride their Keyblades like surfboards, right?
Yeah, they can ride their Keyblades like mopeds through space.
That fucks so hard.
So rad.
Anyway.
Unfortunately, we're not talking about
Gummi
that today. Yeah. So obviously, I'll just like cover the lore of it just to get us out of the way.
Let's go.
In the beginning, when the worlds were separated, they were surrounded by barriers that would keep darkness out and the light in.
As you do.
And so those barriers prevented worlds from traveling to and from each other.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's why everyone's in their little bubble dimension.
Everybody's in their bubble. Nobody knows about other worlds except for King Triton somehow.
Well, because he's a monarch. The monarchs know.
Sure, it's like in the President's Book of Secrets.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
like the divine part of the divine right is you get zapped with the internal knowledge that you live on a little bubble planet.
Sure, like the Giver. All of a sudden, you get all the knowledge of past
the
kings. However, when Xehanort, through his evil plotting, brought darkness to the worlds, those barriers fell, and that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
And those barriers, not only did they fall to allow different travel from world to world, the barriers themselves crumbled and shattered and shot out into space.
Nice.
And those pieces fall to worlds as hard light constructs that can be made solid, that can interact with space.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And that's gummies.
That's gummies.
That's what a gummy is.
That's a gummy. Amazing.
Nobody knew what to do with these things except for the smartest little chipmunks in the world.
Whoa!
Chip and Dale.
Now then, follow-up question. So if Chip and Dale are the only people who know that the gummy material can be harnessed for spaceships, how do we get the other Heartless in space? Is it just that those ones are biologically predisposed to exist in space?
The ones that have ships, I do think it's like, you know, when we were talking
it's like
about...
what Stark Industries when the terrorists got a hold of the Stark industry.
Yeah, that's it. They got a hold of their weapons and they turned them back on the enemy. And
Gummi ship Iron Man.
okay,
Gummi ship Iron Man. Sorry.
now it's okay. This is we're gonna have to have a big Marvel conversation when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4. We're gonna come back to it.
Yes, I know.
Anyway, so no, I do think it's, you know how when Roxas came into the world fully formed, he had clothes on?
Yep.
When those Heartless formed fully formed in space, they had spaceships on.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Proceed, Your Honor.
All right, well, Chip and Dale realized that, you know, they're cartoony. These little blocks are cartoony. What if we stick the cartoons together and send it to space and they build a Gummi ship?
Perfect.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I guess like Chip and Dale, in addition to being two rambunctious little scamps who hang out in a tree, sometimes they're also the rescue rangers.
Right.
And they've got Gadget. And
Gadget not in Kingdom Hearts.
Not in Kingdom Hearts.
Should be?
Should be. Oh, 100% should be. But I think like you're like, why Chip and Dale of all the Disney characters? And they are the ones who also do a lot of adventure-y flying machine type shenanigans.
Yeah, I guess like Tailspin has a plane, but like they were like too low of a property.
Yeah, they weren't as beloved.
Also, Chip and Dale and Gadget exclusively in that order.
Oh, there you go.
So once they built the ship, Mickey is like, well, let's see what's out there, everybody. And he takes the Virgin Gummi voyage
Oh, wow.
to neighboring capital state, Radiant Garden.
Fuck yeah, Michael Mouse. Hell
And
yeah.
he says, hello, I'm a visiting dignitary from Toontown, from Disney Town. Show me your wares, humans.
And they're like,
Take me to your leader.
I don't know. He seems pretty cute. Let's put the weapons down. He seems
Just
fine.
look at him, 3 circles walking around. Get in here,
Aw,
buddy.
come on, buddy.
And
Wait,
yeah, and it's the first meeting of the minds between King Mickey and Ansem the Wise.
incredible.
And then shortly thereafter, the whole plot happens and
Yeah.
the Gummi ship becomes way more necessary. And the king goes off on his own mission, but he gives the Gummi ship over to his trusted advisory team, his trusted compatriots.
Did he park his car in the garage and then left a note that was like, you can take my car?
Just make sure to fill her up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Or it's like Stitch was like, yeah, he took the red one.
Yes, exactly. That's right. So they take this ship, codenamed the Highwind.
Yes. Oh my God. Which, okay, is kind of spooky if you think about it.
Yes.
Because, you know, at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora and Riku are doing a little race. And it's like, if I win, I get to name the ship. And if I win, I get to share Papa with Kairi. It's very cute. But Riku wants to name the ship the Highwind.
Right.
And he doesn't know Mickey yet. But him and Mickey are destined to be like father and son, almost archetypical. So that's super cute and interesting.
That's true. And well, do you want to talk about why else it's called the Highwind?
So it's a Final Fantasy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what's funny is in this moment, I'm forgetting specifically what the Highwind is in the Final Fantasy context.
It's just usually the airship.
Oh, duh. Yeah. Well,
Usually
that's
the airship
super
is named
cute.
Highwind.
Now, other question. Do you think that Mickey called it the Highwind, or do you think Sora called it the Highwind when you start driving it around because Sora wanted to remember his friend who he's looking for everywhere?
That's true. As we were talking, that one did occur to me and sound more likely,
Yeah,
actually.
Which is really cute and a subtle detail.
It is very
Aw,
cute.
Sora.
There's a third option very low down the list, and I don't think it's right. But like the only other option is that one of the people you interact with in Kingdom Hearts 1 to improve your Gummi ship so that you can make it through the Ethereal Sea or whatever is Sid, the Highwind engineer from Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. Specifically, it's Final Fantasy VII Sid. Yes. I love him.
And he's kind of the guy who gives you new gummies. He helps you navigate through Kingdom Hearts 1 as you're flying around.
Now, does that mean that Sid was trained by Chip and Dale?
Okay.
Mischa's face.
I want to say yes because that's funny.
That's funny.
My logic brain says after Ansem the Wise saw the Gummi ship for the first time, he probably went to his chief engineer, Sid, and said, make me something like that.
I said,
Learn
boy,
everything you can."
howdy tootin'.
Those aliens showed up in that UFO, and I need you to reverse engineer their technology.
You got it, Your Majesty. I'm going to chew on this hay stick real quick.
Yeah. By gum, we'll get that Gummi ship in the air. But I do think Sid working as Chip and Dale's apprentice.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I don't think that's what happened,
Okay.
but I want it to be what happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Another purpose that the gummy ship sort of serves in Kingdom Hearts 1 is that you get a lot of a lot of your treasures are gummy ship pieces, so that you can improve your gummy ship.
Yes. A thing I didn't care about. They're like, you get this piece. And I was like, thank you, garbage I can't use.
Right. It's just kind of like a waste of a treasure chest, actually. It makes treasure chests feel like less fun.
They feel like I could get a potion right now, or I could get a spaceship piece.
Seriously.
You know what? They feel like getting like socks.
Yes, it feels like getting
oh,
socks.
I did need socks. But man, did I really want a Game Boy instead?
Yeah, well, they got to fill 8 nights of Hanukkah somehow, right?
So true, besties. So true. Some of those nights, kind of clunky.
Yeah.
Kind of clunkers.
It's okay. Some of them you do get the Game Boy, and that's pretty sad.
Hell yeah, and then that's night 8.
Yeah,
exactly. They pull out all the stops for that last night.
So that's pretty much the deal with the gummy ship. It's how you get around. Now, would you describe the Highwind for me?
Happily. Okay. Imagine a diamond, and it looks like a diamond, but then when you turn it to the side, you're like, that's a pyramid. And then elongated against that pyramid is just a long tube attached to the pyramid.
Yeah.
And then atop that tube is a little half circle blue ball. And you're like, cool, that's the profile of my ship. And then you rotate it back to face you. And then you got 2 little flat wings. And beneath those 2 little flat wings, paper plane style almost, you've got 2 little lasers, little cannons. And imagine for me that the 4 colors you get are blue, yellow, red, and white. And that's your ship.
And I can mix those, right? Because that makes all the other colors, and that's...
Yeah. I don't think we can do that. Should we tell them? No. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay, sick. Great. Yeah, it's really blocky. It's really polygonal.
It's really Lego.
I'm trying to remember, like, there really aren't scenes where they stand next to the physical gummy ship a lot.
No, in the first game, they are very, very strategic in never having the characters get in or out of the ship.
They're always beamed in.
They're beamed in. You leave. Most of the worlds will literally be like, time to open these 2 giant doors and go out back into the nothingness. And so you leave those doors, you exit a world, and then you're just on the space world map. There are a couple scenes where you'll be flying around and the ship will like stop, and you'll get little speech bubbles of the characters talking.
Anime style.
You never see them physically inside the ship until Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, until like the very end.
Where you discover, wouldn't you believe, there's 3 chairs in there. That's about it.
Wow.
I don't even know if they have a console, if I remember correctly.
I think they have a console, but it does remind me of like Fisher-Price, my first console.
I'm gonna look it up.
Because they're like, Sora can just navigate with the Keyblade or whatever. You don't need it. It's fine.
Interior.
Or maybe it plugs into his gummy iPhone.
Yeah, the thing he has in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. So the scenes I'm looking at, it's like the 3 of them sit in chairs and there's like a screen that looks like, again, like a 2000s Apple computer type screen, and it's very smooth.
Yeah.
And you don't really see the front of it
That's
often.
what I mean. Because of these things are so like, they're big, the corners are rounded, they're bright primary colors. Like, it really does remind me of like Fisher-Price. Now, do people outside the U.S. know what Fisher-Price is? Do kids these days know what Fisher-Price is? This is like the big plastic...
Baby's first toy.
Baby's first toy. It's like you can like play on them in your backyard, or you can drive around in a car.
There's a couple that people might be familiar with. There's the classic red plastic car that you could sit in and drive around with like this bright yellow, like McDonald's yellow roof. With
Flintstone style driving with your feet.
Yes, kicking around. The one that I saw recently, and I think it's Fisher-Price, is there's like a baby bouncer, but the rim is all work from home stuff.
Oh, no.
And so,
I hate that.
So there's buttons where it's like, you're muted. I'm not kidding, Mischa. I'm not kidding. And there's like a song where it's like, work, 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 getting back to work. Like,
that's literally dystopic.
And that's what people have agreed upon. There's like a plant, you know?
Anyway, so the point is that it's big, lightweight plastic, rounded edges. Babies can't get hurt on them, is my point.
Babies can't get hurt. It's super nostalgic, super smooth.
Yeah. So Sora can't hurt himself.
No, because he would. He would.
Yeah. And, I mean, for what reason they tried to justify this with the high shader renders in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it is to facilitate the fact that you can build your own and get blueprints and build cool things, and you can customize to hell.
Yes, which is great if you like doing that.
I
You did.
I'm actually like...
Don't be ashamed.
I'm
Own
not.
it.
I'm a pretty big fan of the gummy ship maker.
I'm happy for you.
I like making little gummy ships. I was also a big Lego spaceship kid.
Oh, mm-hmm.
You know? So like it's really in line, and then you get to fly it around and really shoot lasers at guys.
I was really into Spore for a second.
Yeah, I played Spore a lot.
Spore had a spaceship thing, right?
Okay, yes, this is what I want to talk about. So like
Yeah.
this is Kingdom Hearts' version of the creator engine, right? So Spore had multiple character creators where you like built creatures out.
Which were so fun.
So fun. The shape of a lot of the gummy ship pieces also remind me of pieces in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 level creator. I made skate parks in that thing with my friends after school. So many hours poured into that.
You strike me as somebody who made some custom Super Smash Brothers levels.
No.
Interesting.
Because I'm bad at Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, valid. Same.
I've never been good at it. My cousins have always been better, and so I just sort of didn't play it on my own.
My brother got me in a stun lock so bad my feet never touched the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but you're a big fan of Baldur's Gate, which
Big
famously
fan
has
of
a
Baldur's
huge
Gate.
character creator.
Huge character creator. Yeah, but I will say this about me. As I in my age, my old age. I don't care. I'm sorry. I do think there's like a limit. I think that like I was batting around in Hero Forge today for a work project and unrelated to ad hoc, just another thing I'm working on. And I was like scrolling forever looking at all the things, and I'm like, too many things. And yes, they have filters and you can like, but I'm just like, damn, like I think I'm getting to that place in my life where I'm like a little overwhelmed by too much choice.
Yeah.
And I think with the spaceship creator, I'm like, I don't know what I want out of a spaceship. And I think I like character creators because like I love characters. That's my favorite thing about video games or just anything in general. When it's something like a house or a ship.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to give this maybe half an hour, and then I'm like, this is it.
Right, so there's like a related phenomenon, which is like the Sims and the Stardew Valleys, the farm Sims.
Absolutely.
That I do feel overwhelmed by. There's just like, an open field, or even worse, like the city Sims.
Oof, literally.
I'm like, I could build an entire city with every building is cut. Oh my God, too much for me.
It's too much. And I love it for the people who love it, but I think that, it gets to a scope that's excessive and I get overwhelmed.
Now, can I pitch you? Keyblade creator.
Now that I would have been really excited about.
Yeah. And you like collect different elements from different worlds, but you can mix and match them.
I love that. I think that would never happen because of the Disney of it all.
Yeah.
I think that there would be...
Oh, right. The Disney princesses can never look at each other in the eye.
That part.
Right.
Which, again, sometimes they backpedal on it, but for the most part, they don't.
That's
right.
right.
It'd be like, I want to put the Lion King hilt with the, like, deep jungle teeth, and they'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Sign this form, and you'll be at this court date, and this court date.
And the Burroughs estate will be in touch.
The Burroughs estate will be in touch, yeah. I think that loving, amazing part of the community that does, like, fan art of the Keyblades they would want, I think we're exclusively in that territory. Now, I could see a world where they could do a Keyblade creator with, like, the Keyblades in 358, which are, for the most part, not based off of Disney stuff, and are just, like, kind of sick designs in general. I could see that.
And they did that in Key and Union Cross, too, where, like, it was the MMO version.
Yeah.
Where, like, you start out with everybody starts out with a very basic Keyblade,
Adorable.
and you, like, earn little add-ons and stickers and stuff.
I love that.
Yeah, it's very cute. I don't know.
That's great.
I do like a creator. I like a level creator. I also played like Lego Island as a kid. I haven't really tried a Lego game in a very long time, but I do like Legos.
Yes, their apartment affectionately has lots of little Lego treats for the eyes.
Yeah, I had a friend when I was growing up in like very young, who had an entire like he and his dad built an entire Lego city across one side of their huge
and the dad
basement.
was Will Ferrell, and
sure,
yeah.
but I grew up going to their house and being like, man, that would be so cool. And then there was a global pandemic.
Real.
So now I have one. Anyway,
hell yeah, there was.
Anyway, so I do like the Gummi ship builder. It is fun. It's simple enough that you don't have to like pour all of your energy into doing it. But if you want to sit down and make a cool ship, you can make a cool ship.
Hell yeah. Did you have one that was named something cool?
No, I am bad at naming them.
Really?
Yeah, I would just name them like V1, V2.
Oh my God. Final, this time for sure.
I think it's because darting around the little thing just took too long.
Valid. Oh, yeah.
There's not like we really need to come up with some kind of like universal controller input that like
that spells things.
Yeah, where you don't have to scroll physically around a 2-dimensional QWERTY keyboard. Like there's got to be something.
My pitch would be just like a bunch of preloaded words. And like, you know, you have to still go through and pick them, but it's just like, here's some words that sound cool.
Yeah, like some sort of like supercharged now we're just talking about AI.
No. What I'm talking about is those magnets on your fridge that make poems. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, and then you can point your Wiimote and drag them into place.
You could like dialing through like a first word, a middle word, and then a last word if you want, but you don't have to. Yeah. That's what I'm pitching.
Well, and then there's, of course, we can't have a Gummi Ship episode without talking about the infamous donut ship. Do you know about the donut ship?
No. Wait. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
So the donut ship is the name of like the optimal build of the Gummi Ship.
Is it because the hitbox?
Yes. So during these Gummi missions, we're going to talk about them in just a second, but basically when you're on a Gummi mission, spaceships are firing directly at you. Well, they're firing directly at, specifically in the game programming, the center of mass.
Oh.
Which means if you build a big rectangle that has nothing in the middle, kind of like a donut, all of the lasers go right through the middle and you don't get hit. And then you just line the entire rim of it with the strongest guns you have.
That's...
and baby, it cooks. It really works. When I was playing Kingdom Hearts 3, I was like, I don't want to spend any time. You know, I found out later that it's fun, but like, I don't want to spend any time. Just build me the donut ship, Kingdom Hearts 3. And like, it's really strong.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
I like that it's the donut ship.
I like that it's the donut ship. There is a little thing in me that kind of feels like when I hear something like that, I get very delighted, but I also get a little sad because I'm like, oh man, like we designed this thing that's supposed to feel like this thing, and people made a thing that kind of laughs in the face of that thing. And it's cool because it's about player ingenuity and creativity, but it is also a little bit for me like, oh man, that's not really what we were supposed to be doing here.
Yeah, I hear you.
These are just my own. I'm just feeling my little feelings. It's the same feeling I get when I see like skyscrapers in Breath of the Wild, where like big mechs that are like charting along the field. Where I'm like, I'm so happy that you could make that the game is allowing you to make that. That's not really what they were thinking. Or I don't know what they were thinking, but like, that's not really what we're supposed to be doing with this.
I suppose.
But we have the option. We have player choice and agency.
I think that comes down to how much of an obstacle to gameplay Gummi missions felt like in Kingdom Hearts 1.
That is a great point. Hi, it is I, Mayanna, once again, thanking you all so much for listening to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. Mischa and I are doing this show as a labor of love, and we appreciate all of the support. If you want to be one of the folks supporting us, you can join us on Patreon. We are Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon. At $5, you can get ad-free versions of the episodes you listen to wherever you get your podcasts, and you also get access to our exclusive bonus content. We're doing more secret reports. We're talking about Dispatch. We're talking about Final Fantasy X. We're going to talk about all sorts of things, including things that the patrons over there can decide you want to hear us yap about. If you want to support us over there, we are so appreciative, because Mischa and I do this show, just the two of us, and any support you can show us is greatly appreciated. Simple and Clean Pod is a part of the Multitude Podcast Collective, which has a bunch of cool podcasts to listen to that usually just feature people speaking passionately about things. One of the awesome shows you can listen to is called Spirits. Spirits is a history and comedy podcast focused on everything folklore, mythology, and the occult, told through the lens of feminism, queerness, and modern adulthood. Every week, mythology buff Julia and her childhood best friend Amanda get together to learn about a different story from mythology and folklore folklore over drinks. That's everything from the mythological origins of major franchises like Lord of the Rings and Wonder Woman to modern urban legends to a roundup of werewolf stories from around the world. There's so much to enjoy, whether you're here for analyses of mental health in mythology or creepy modern ghost stories. Dive into Spirits Podcast at spiritspodcast.com or search for Spirits wherever you download your podcasts. If you've ever played a Kingdom Hearts game, you know that some of those boss fights are really stressful. I'm talking like controller at the wall, heart rate a pumping, looking up the Prima guides stressful. Which is why we're very hype, but like hype in a chill way, to be sponsored by Cornbread Hemp for this episode. Cornbread Hemp is a family-owned and crowd-funded CBD company based in Kentucky, which is where they grow all their products. Their line is flower-only full spectrum, which means there's no seeds or stems, and the majority of their products are vegan-friendly, including their CBD oils and gummies. If you're new to purchasing or you're just looking for something new to try, there's a really fun quiz on their website that can help you find the right products for your needs and your preferred way to take the edge off. Right now, if you use the code Simple and Clean at checkout, you get 25% off your order at cornbreadhemp.com. That's Simple and Clean at checkout for 25% off at cornbreadhemp.com. Happy vibing!
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's talk about what's happening when you're in a Gummi ship.
So in between levels of Kingdom Hearts games, there is often some kind of level selection map.
Yep, there's like, you could go to this question mark or you could go to this question mark.
Yes. And in Kingdom Hearts 1, that was just a 2D little graphic with pictures.
Yeah, little floating up and down icons kind of a thing.
But to make it feel like you were really flying a spaceship, they wanted something in between. So in between each of these things was a rail shooter segment.
Yep.
And this is justified by there's asteroids in their way, there's Heartless in their own little spaceship keeping you from your mission.
You're charting a course to the next world.
Yeah, they must be cleared, and you must clear a certain number of them to pass the mission.
Yes.
It's pretty boring.
The first game, the flight was a little too slow. And the map design, I will say, like, it was cute because every once in a while there'd be something in the score or something in the like obstacle design where you're like, oh, I think this might be the Agrabah path, or I think this might be the Little Mermaid path. And sometimes you'd be wrong, but usually there's like colors or like little cues. Or you're like, oh, we might be going to like Agrabah next. Like, fun.
Yeah, but like
the frame, like, it's just slow. It's and slow. You can't speed up, and you have to survive. It's kind of like any rhythm game where you're like, you have to clear it once. You have to clear it once before you get your next song. And so there are moments where you're like, I just want to get to the next world. And if you're not locked in, you might lose that section and you got to do the whole thing over again.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of mini games where the point is to do it so you never have to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not a fan. Like, that's...
Yeah, and like there would be missions that you could unlock in Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically is what I'm thinking of, where you like take no damage or you like clear it in under 30 seconds or whatever. But like first game, you are just like flying kind of slowly through these, you know, places where you don't see exactly immediately what's ahead of you because they're like, you know, obscured and revealing the obstacles to you. And it does just kind of, it's slow. It's a little,
It feels like flying somewhere, like on an airplane.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I'm going to watch 4 episodes of White Lotus and then I'll be back in Orlando. Did I do that?
Yeah.
You sure bet I did.
Yeah. I think that it was pretty poorly received, generally. That, like, even as people were praising Kingdom Hearts 1, loving it, I think at the time, when it came out, people were like, these Gummi things, though. This ship part.
It's the part that I like forget you have to do.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing the Are You Winning Son for Kingdom Hearts 1, it was the thing that I immediately went, oh, right, this is here.
Yeah. It's the part of Kingdom Hearts 1 you don't want to remember because it's just like, it's the boring part of the road trip. It's the part where you're in a car for 6 hours.
Yeah, it's the we've got 137 miles before the next gas station kind of vibe.
Right. So thank goodness they like jazzed it up in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Kingdom Hearts 2, like, and also just because we just did our recap episode with Oscar, like, it's never felt more apparent to me how pull out all the stops Kingdom Hearts 2 is.
Yeah.
It really does feel like, and again, I don't know, but like, if they were like, this might be the last Kingdom Hearts game we make, who knows? We'll see how it goes.
We better do it.
They do it all. And that includes the gummy ship sections.
So things are faster. You can rotate the POV so that like it's not just linear combat. There's like spatial combat happening.
There's planets. There's like things happening on little textures.
There's boss fights.
There's
in
boss
them.
fights. There's literally like boss creatures in space.
Yeah.
The music's fun.
All of the music is fun. The physical like ship through space just moves way faster. The field of view in all of the gummy levels is just like deeper. Like they just made the space of it wider.
Yeah, and like again, as you're zipping through, much more fast paced. Yeah, you're shifting perspective. Like you're looking at the ship from the side, and there's things coming at you from the side. There's things behind you, and you're shooting behind you. Like there's one creature that's like made of wheel and is like zipping around and zooming around.
And you have to keep like shooting the little face to get him to stop chasing you.
Yeah, it's really great. It feels kind of like the blueprint or the starter work for the motorcycle combat sections in Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah. Well, and also the enemies themselves are just so much more animated and alive.
They're
and like
so fun.
Cartoony. I love that guy who's like got drill hands and he drill punch.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, they really put a lot in there.
Yeah. There are missions to do. And a lot of them are just tied to like, you have to beat a certain amount of Heartless or you have to collect a certain amount of metal orbs. That's another thing. Like they really make it like an orbathon.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is definitely an orbathon.
There's just like so many orbs.
Every different kind. They pulled out all the stops on those orbs.
Yeah, but it keeps things engaged. And when you do the orbs right, when you don't get hit and you like achieve a little bit of skill with this new system, then you start streaking through the sky like a golden phoenix and it's fucking rad as hell.
And what I love best is all of the pre-built ships in Kingdom Hearts 2, you can just preload a new one, and it's just there, and they're cool, and they're fast, and they have new features, and it's just taken care of for you.
There's like the high wind models are like a mid-tier, the invincible models are high defense, and there was the Falcon, which is like more attack focused. That's another thing they did. In Kingdom Hearts 1, you had like a set gummy limit. You know, obviously like the PlayStation 2 could only do so much at the time. They only knew so much about optimizing the code. But in Kingdom Hearts 2, they separate out structural gummies from weapon gummies.
That's really cool.
So you get like a separate weapons budget, which made it feel less like building a little Lego ship and more like loading out weapons.
Hell yeah.
It was really cool. It was so fun. And then they also had like custom blueprints where they would make the gummy ship look like different Final Fantasy things.
Yes, which was super delightful.
Just all around better.
Yeah, the love and care.
Yeah, they also, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you only get gummies from gummy missions. They took them out of the main world exploration.
I think that's smart because, to your point, like when you'd find a chest and you'd be like, oh my God, cool, like treasure or whatever, and it's a gummy thing, I'm like, I can't even use this here. Yeah. And I would say percentage ratio wise, the time you're spending doing gummy ship stuff versus the rest of the video game, it's probably like maybe 1/3 of the time versus 2/3 of the time you're doing literally anything else. Yeah. And so it's like, it's nice to keep it all self-contained. It feels intentional.
Well, it does feel a little more self-contained. It does sort of make the gummy missions feel slightly separate from the whole deal.
100%.
But like, I don't know that integrating it into the world exploration was to Kingdom Hearts 1's benefit, really.
I don't think it was. I think it just
gave Sid a reason to be there and for you to Reeves at Traverse Town. But like,
But also it's like there was other reasons. Like we have to go back for the Winnie the Pooh pages. We have to go back because we got to get the Kyrie Oathkeeper. Like there were other reasons.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it feels more side questy than ever in Kingdom Hearts 2, but it also feels way more fun.
Yeah.
And way less like a diversion to the game you want to be playing.
It feels like a welcome shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the world map of Kingdom Hearts 2, like it's not just a 2D graphic with icons. Like you are flying through a 3D space. Now it's like there's nothing happening there. It could be. It's essentially the same thing.
Well, what's kind of fun is they instead of having the 2D art from Kingdom Hearts 1 of what world you're going to, there's like 3D little structures on this kind of space map, and you can kind of make out which worlds you're going to, which is fun.
They like obscure some of them in fog, and it's like, this one's coming soon.
Fog, but you can see like the obvious skeleton with two swords underneath it. You're like, I think I know where I'm going. But there's like a little door like a little like white door
Yes.
between the world and you, the spaceship. And so you like open the door and that's your little missions. It's just like fun.
Right, yeah. So like when they sort of lock the keyholes, the universe itself sort of generates these new roadways, but they have to be sort of unlocked and secured before,
Charting the course.
Charting the course, exactly.
Yeah, fun time.
All the little touches, it's really clear that they like heard that people didn't like gummy ships in the first one, and they really tried to make it better in the second one.
Yeah.
And I think it worked.
I think it did. I love the section. Like, I get excited to do them in Kingdom Hearts 2 because they're so fun and zippy.
And you did say it, but I'll say it just again one more time. The music for the gummy missions in Kingdom Hearts 2, really good.
I will also say there is something so fun about there's this little cutscene, and you can skip it if you want in Kingdom Hearts 2 at the beginning of every gummy ship mission, where the gummy ship like shoots up from this little platform, and there's like a tunnel. It feels like the start of a Disney ride.
Yeah.
And there's like TV screens, and Chip and Dale salute you.
Yes,
and you're like,
it's so
3,
cute.
2, 1. They make a meal out of it.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I do skip it. Like once you've seen it 8 or 10 times, you can skip it. But like
and the
it is
music's
fun.
like do 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 do.
It's very techy.
Yeah, it's
but
great.
It's all upbeat. Even like the levels themselves, they're not like dour. They're very action oriented. They're
100%.
They're really trying to. They give this thing a sense of momentum.
There's some good guitar action going
Yeah.
on. Fun time.
Shimamura really ate.
I know, my queen.
So if all of that was expanding what they could do with the gummy ship to make those notes really sing, they blew it out of the water with Kingdom Hearts 3's
They
gummy
really
ship
did.
stuff.
They really did.
In Kingdom Hearts 3, you are fully navigating your spaceship through space to get from planet to planet. And in between, there's enemy ships. And when you fire on it, kind of like in a Final Fantasy fight or like honestly, more like a Grandia fight or like an Expedition 33 fight. They're like in the overworld and you hit one and then you go into the mission when you make contact.
So fun.
And there are full missions. They're optional. They're like slightly more optional. You can avoid them if you want to.
Which is nice. One of my favorite things in Bravely Default is there's an encounter slider, and you can slide those encounters all the way down to 0. Because sometimes I just want to sweep for treasure.
Yeah.
I just don't want to fight
and
right
that's
now.
a cool part too. Like in Kingdom Hearts 3, they put exploration bits into the world map.
It's
There's
so
stuff.
good.
That's how you get blueprints, is you find pieces of them in the like asteroids and stuff.
It's the best.
It really combines Kingdom Hearts 2's like fun with gummy ships in 3D space and combines it with Kingdom Hearts 1's like sense that you actually need to do this as opposed to just kind of retreading stuff you did before. I'll be real, like the fact that you have to like unlock the gates, like isn't that what you're doing when you're in the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 2? You like have that cool cutscene where you unlock the gate. Why do you also need to it's fine.
I know. Well, it's like yeah, I agree.
But Kingdom Hearts 3 says, like, no, this is space, and you gotta fly through it to get from planet to planet. Also, the planets have never looked cooler.
Oh my God, I know.
They're still not, like, literal representation, not like in Spore or like a Ratchet and Clank where it's supposed to, like, look like what the world would look like from space, but they do look fucking sick.
Gorgeous.
The combat in Kingdom Hearts 3, of all of them, is like, it's rail shooter. It's, you move up and down, left and right, and enemies fly at you. And I'll be honest, the missions in Kingdom Hearts 3, I feel like they had less momentum. I feel like there wasn't always like it's not like a fireworks show. I feel like a good gummy ship mission, the ones from Kingdom Hearts 2 are like a fireworks show.
Yeah.
You start off easy, you build in pace, you grow to like a crescendo, you ease off for a little bit, you think it's gone, and then there's one big boss that you fight, and like that's the main crescendo, and you pull out all the stops. There's usually like 10 or 12 other things flying around while you're trying to fight the boss, and you get to this big thing, and then like it feels like you accomplished something when you get to the end of it.
Yeah.
In Kingdom Hearts 3, I feel like they were just lighting off a bunch of fireworks. Like some of the missions ended kind of abruptly for me. Like I was just like, oh, we're done?
Yeah, they're like, we want to show you Monsters Inc. world now.
Yeah.
Here, look at it. Look at it.
Which unfortunately fed into the pace of Kingdom Hearts 3 in general.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, we want to show you these Disney worlds, get through the other stuff. Do you need plot? Do you need a reason? Do you need and world no, you're good. Okay, we'll just keep going.
Monsters Inc. Sora got one eyeball.
Here's some more stuff.
Here we go. And the Ratatouille is there.
Why was Ratatouille there?
Because it's Remy.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little chef.
So that's kind of what's the deal with the gummy ship.
Yeah.
It's like a mini game that only exists on the main consoles.
That's so funny that they just, again, for I think just scope reasons, completely do away with it in the more games than not. Like
Yeah.
besides the 3 mainline games, you don't do that. There's always another way for you to get to where you're going.
Well, and I think it's funny that it's taken us like 30 episodes or whatever to find an element of this game that only exists in the numbered versions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I don't know that it is. I just think it's funny.
No, that is really funny. I mean, and again, like to Kingdom Hearts' video game-ness, I think sometimes, especially in our more plot-heavy episodes, we can lose sight of the video game-ness.
Yeah.
And the Gummi ship feels like so much the video game-ness.
Yeah, it's the arcadiest portion of the games, I feel like.
100%.
Yeah. How do you think the Gummi ship stuff fits into the wider Kingdom Hearts? Like, what do you think?
I don't think it has to. I think that it exists because video games are fun and video games have fun, weird stuff in them.
Yeah.
And shooting a bunch of stuff and flying through space, Star Fox style, is a fun thing that games can do.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, aside from something like Top Gun, there's not a lot of other places where flight can feel so fun and experiential. Like the only other one that I can think of that's as fun is like Disney's Soarin' over California, which is like a theme park ride.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's like there are some things that video games can do really, really well, specifically things like science fiction style environments, things that feel like reality is glitching out and bending out because you can do whatever you want in those environments and just like build it in particular ways that make it feel like a magic trick. And I think like flying and shooting a bunch of stuff and moving through an environment really fast, I think is something that video games can do really well. So I don't think it needs to necessarily bake in to the plot or the broader structure of Kingdom Hearts, other than the fact that the Gummi material is clearly what they use to make the clone bodies out of.
Right. And like, I think that's more for the replicas episode, but like it's the only thing that makes sense.
It's the only material I can think of that would explain how you make a humanoid body that houses a soul in it. Because there's no other thing that they've explained.
I know.
With
That's galaxy brain.
What do you think about it?
You know, it's interesting. It is fun. I feel like game design is moving towards more holistic sections these days. You know, with the God of Wars, like everything is just like the same shot.
Everything is game. Yeah, everything is the game all the time.
Yeah.
No, I think that's why Clair Obscur surprised a lot of people, because like their overworld map sections are very much a harkening back to like old school Final Fantasy games, Tales of Symphonia, like these, where the proportions are completely different and more representational than anything.
Yeah, and there's also something too about how much design space Kingdom Hearts as a series sets aside for wonder.
Oh, yeah.
You know, good portion of the reason Gummi ships are in the game is because they wanted you to feel like you were flying a spaceship.
Yeah,
like,
and
that's
it's
just
fun.
Like that's just a feeling they wanted to put in the game, whether or not it tells the story. Something like they wanted to put that feeling in the game.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's enough in our modern game design environment to carry it through to Kingdom Hearts 4. Do you think there will be Gummi ship missions in Kingdom Hearts 4?
Such a good question. Based off of our empirical data, yeah, I think there will be.
Yeah, wait, what? Empirical data?
Like, or I guess because it's like we've got 3 mainline games that all have Gummi ship stuff in them. So one stands to reason that the Gummi ship will return
in Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think it probably will be back, and I wonder if there will be more improvements. I wonder what those improvements will be. I wonder if it will be an entirely optional aspect. I wonder if we will be traveling to worlds the same way we have in other games, because based off of our speculations on like what the themes of Kingdom Hearts 4 and Arc 2 might be, they might do away with the space travel altogether. Who knows?
Right? They're positioning this realistic world that Sora now finds himself in versus the quote realm of fiction of or the other way around. I'm not even sure which one's supposed to be which.
I don't know.
But the point is that like, who knows? Maybe Sora goes to the video store in the city, and that's where you go from world to world.
Or a library.
Or the movie theater.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, you're right. They could do away with the story reason to need it around.
Maybe that photo of the rotary phone is maybe that's how you call the world number.
Yeah,
and
man.
And the world comes to your door like a DoorDash.
Yeah. New Disney World in 30 minutes or less, or it's free.
Yeah. I do think, though, to your point about wonder, I think that, like, one of the things that I'm seeing or feeling is, like, yeah, there's this more, like, holistic design language that goes into games. Like, everything feels like a part of itself, Kingdom Hearts has always been dissonant, so it's okay for it to stay dissonant. But I think that as it stays within a structure that's its own thing, it feels even more alien in our current gaming landscape, I suppose.
I agree.
Do you think like Fortnite? I mean, like, because there's that bus.
Yeah.
You know, that they drop in, like, and there's umbrellas and stuff. Like,
now, this is not even what we're talking about. I do think, like, a Battle Royale type game where you drop in that recreates the Keyblade War would be pretty sick. That'd be pretty cool.
That would slap. But anyway.
Yeah, so, I don't know. What do you think, assuming that Kingdom Hearts 4 has Gummi ship missions again, but incorporating the fact that obviously Kingdom Hearts 4 is taking more cues than ever from modern video game design language. Like, what do you think that'll look like?
I think it's probably going to look something similar to the motorcycle sections from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Because, like, there are several sections in Final Fantasy VII Remake where you have to get from point A to point B on a motorcycle. It gets a little dangerous. We've seen Sora ride a motorcycle in Kingdom Hearts 2 in the Space Paranoids world.
True. And that you're right. The gameplay of those sections is kind of similar. Yeah.
It's kind of zippy. So I could see a world where it's like, it's still maybe structured like Space, but takes its cues from like how they paced those sections. Maybe we'll see a different combat type. Those are just my speculations. What about you? What do you think?
Sure. No, I think it's so interesting because that does seem like a step down from Kingdom Hearts 3's like vast open spaceness of it. I think that the gameplay, like the motorcycle gameplay, would be great. I do love those sections. Like,
they're really fun.
The space like that one's a little boxed in for me, but like especially in Final Fantasy VII, like they're pretty fun.
Yeah,
I love that one scene where they have the motorcycle highway fight in Advent Children, and then I get to play that, and it was
so
pretty cool.
Good. Yeah.
So I think that there's something about that. That seems more like what an elevated version of the Birth by Sleep quote unquote sections would be, right? So when in Birth by Sleep, this is pre-Gummi ship, and Terra, Aqua, and Ventus get around by like transforming their Keyblades into hover scooters.
It's so dope.
And they sort of fly through, I don't know if they're corridors of darkness, but it's like they somehow get through the barriers between worlds. But it's like a little, it's not as sort of forceful and out in the open as a Gummi ship would be.
Yeah, but they also have like full space travel suits.
Yeah, they have like suits of armor that come. When you become a Keyblade master, the swag.
The swag is crazy. The drip out of control.
Yeah, lingering will armor. Man, so sick. Batman ears. Who could beat it?
Anyway.
So if they're going to revert to that kind of storytelling language, then the motorcycle fights make more sense. If it's going to be ships, like, I don't know. Do you think that there's going to be like an Elite Dangerous kind of hangar that's like a little less cartoony, a little less blocky, and a little more outfitting your ship for travel in a spaceship hangar?
Yeah, I think to the design that we've seen so far with the one teaser image they released like 2 years ago now. Yeah, I could see a world where it's like a lot sleeker, a lot more like adult, a lot more like sci-fi Star Trek type stuff.
Yeah, like almost akin to like an Armored Core game where you swap out stuff on your mech. You know, like really, if they want to do fiction versus reality and make Sora's shoes a normal size, why not make the ship travel like really like a ship sim?
Yeah.
Could be kind of fun.
I'm excited. I can't wait whenever that happens.
I do hope it's back. It is like a fun, for the most part, Kingdom Hearts 1 aside, like they've gotten better since then. Now the Gummi ship is like a fun diversion.
It's a welcome aspect of the game. So whatever we get, I think it will be super fun. So I'm very excited to see what they do. I'm excited to see if they expand on it more.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah. Obviously, I can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. Can you tell?
Yeah.
You know who else can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4? Our listeners. Before we go, do you want a message on the bottom?
Yes, please. We're on the dark beach. We think we're going to be stuck here forever. And then lo and behold, a bottle.
I've been saving this one for a little while.
Oh my gosh.
So we got a message from our listener, Eric. Thank you so much for writing in to us. Eric says, well, I finished the Roxas episode, and you said I have to tell you this. I found your podcast when you had 3 episodes out and listen every Monday morning on my way to work now. It has made me start to play Kingdom Hearts again. I've been meaning to for a long while, but listening to the podcast, I always have this need in my heart like I need to play again. So I started, but I have been bringing my 11-year-old daughter along for the ride.
Oh my God!
We just finished Kingdom Hearts 1 and just finished Chain of Memories last night. The next one on the list is 358 by 2.
Ooh.
And folks, she is asking if Naminé is in it because she is her favorite character.
Oh my God!
Thank you for taking the time to make this podcast. It has really reignited my passion for this series that has meant a lot to me over my childhood.
Eric!
That is
Oh my God!
the sweetest thing.
I'm so happy!
That's a thing I didn't consider when we were making the show. That like
the generations to come.
Yeah, I forgot that we're of an age where having kids is like a normal thing to have. And I didn't consider that people who would vibe with us because we have this specific point of view of nostalgia from our relatively similar ages, that like they would be bringing their kids with them now.
Oh my God, my heart is so warm now.
Yeah.
That's so special.
I thought you'd like that.
Go little rock star.
Go little rock star. Thank you so much for listening. We'll try to keep the swearing to the minimum, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much for listening and for sharing us with your loved ones.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Thank you for sharing in the love of this series. Thank you for reigniting a love for something, as our days are filled with all sorts of tough stuff. It's nice to find joy where we can. And if Kingdom Hearts is that for you, join the club.
Please join the club. Come on over to our house. We'll play Kingdom Hearts couch co-op together.
Yes.
Thanks so much for listening, for continuing to write us very sweet stories of sharing your love with your children.
Yes.
Please keep doing it. We're
Yes,
on Instagram and Blue Sky and
maybe other places soon. Who knows?
not TikTok. I'm getting off there, man.
I
deleted it this week.
Man, we really dodged that one, didn't we?
We really dodged that one. But I'm having a lot more fun on Instagram. I came up with a new clip format that I think is really kicking.
It's really good.
So come have fun. Come hang out. Come say hi. We'll be here and we're excited for when you do. Until next time, may your heart be your guiding key.
Yes.
And your daughter's heart be her guiding
Oh
key.
my God.